If you follow this channel, you'll probably know that I love video games. They're always such a huge inspiration for the recipes in our videos. And today, we're really excited to bring you a brand new, super cute recipe from Genshin Impact. Today, we are making the Dizziness-Be-Gone, which is a special onigiri recipe you can make in the game with one of the characters, Sayu. Even more exciting, my friend LilyPichu is the voice of Sayu in the game, so stick around till the end of the episode because we might have a little guest appearance. So big thanks to Google Play for sponsoring this video and encouraging everyone to get out there and make time for play. Genshin Impact has a really deep system of cooking with so many different recipes to cook, and it's a perfect fit for Feast of Fiction. Before we get into it, if you don't know what Genshin Impact is, let's get filled in. Genshin Impact is a massive open world RPG with a really slick action-based battle system that's filled with all sorts of elemental magic and so many cool characters to choose from. You can build your team with up to 4 characters and rapidly switch between them in-game during fighting. It's Google Play's must-play feature of the game, and I'm inclined to agree. It makes the combat really fresh and exciting, and no two fights are ever the same. Since each character has unique abilities, personalities, and combat styles, it's a lot of fun getting to experiment with all of them, including the character Sayu. She's a little more interested in sleeping than fighting sometimes, though. Alright, you rest up, Sayu. We've got some onigiri to surprise you with when you wake up, so let's get to it. Today, we are making an onigiri variation called the Dizziness-Be-Gone no Jutsu 2.0. To start off, we'll be cooking konbu and bonito flakes together to make a Dashi Stock, the perfect thing to color our white rice. Soak the konbu in water for 30 minutes, bring that mixture to a boil, then take it off the heat, remove the konbu, and then pour in your bonito flakes and strain out the liquid to make this, a yummy Dashi Stock. In another bowl, mix together miso paste, garlic powder, and then stir it all together until there are no lumps. Once it's completely combined, add in a bit of that Dashi Stock and continue stirring until the mixture is fully dissolved. Then just keep pouring and stirring and keep pouring and stirring until everything is fully together. Pour in this new mixture to some washed white rice and give it a quick stir so that everything is mixed together before adding it to a rice cooker. We recommend using a rice cooker over a stove, otherwise your rice might stick to the bottom of the pan. While the rice cooks, let me fill you in on all the exciting new stuff in Genshin Impact. Version 2.1 just released on the 1st of September, and I'm looking forward to the first anniversary later this month. There are brand new characters like the God of Inazuma, Raiden Shogun, Sangonomiya Kokomi, a divine priestess and leader of one of Inazuma's islands, and Kujo Sara, leader of the Tenryou Commission's forces. Of course, with any update, there are also new weapons, storylines, monsters, and more. They're also holding a really exciting event called the Engraved Wishes web event to celebrate the first anniversary, and travelers like you and me can submit their own messages in celebration, and 50,000 of them are going to be chosen to be engraved into unique Paimon blocks, which are then going to be assembled into a statue that's 6'5". Pretty cool. Well, maybe your message will be one of the lucky ones chosen. You can also celebrate in-game events like the Moon Chase Festival event, or try your hand at a brand new fishing system. You can now go fishing in designated areas of water, and if you ever do see me in-game, I'll probably be doing this, or cooking. Speaking of cooking, that rice should be done, so let's keep moving on with the recipe. We can prepare the other ingredients, starting with a salmon filling. If you want an onigiri without any meat, this step is totally optional. All you have to do is combine the salted salmon with a bit of mayonnaise and just mix it together. For the mouth and nose, we're going to use seaweed strips and cut out the shapes we need beforehand. The nose is just a half circle. The top of the mouth is a small rectangle. The eyes on both sides are just slightly larger ovals than a grain of rice. And then the bottom of the mouth, what we did is cut out a box shape, and then you could trim out a V shape from there. Now that the rice is all cooked and ready to go, it's time to build our onigiri. We're gonna make 2 of them today with slightly different designs, so pay close attention if you want to make it yourself. For our first onigiri, start by wetting your hands slightly and then grabbing your rice and shaping it into a triangle with your hands and really sort of pressing it so that all of the ingredients stick together. Then, carefully using a small knife or a spoon, you're going to carve out the section of rice that will be the black part of this onigiri's face. We always have a phone or a printout nearby to reference what the face looks like when we're building these sorts of things. Now that you have some empty spots, fill it in with your cooked black rice and just slowly fill it in, and be really careful because sometimes the black rice can stain the lighter colored rice. The more you handle it, the onigiri is probably going to start falling apart, so what you want to do is use something like a wet spatula that that can help mold everything to perfection and compact it even more. Or, really convenient, a piece of plastic wrap over the top can be really helpful because you can really work on all sides of the onigiri without ruining it or having pieces stick to your fingers. Now for the ears, you could just use black rice, but we actually used the Dashi Stock rice and made a smaller triangle, and then we layered the black rice around it again using the same technique as before, compacting it, pressing it down, making sure it's all in place. Then just use some mayonnaise on the ear, sort of like a glue, and then you can cut some bamboo shoots into triangles and fill in those blank spots with more black rice around it until it looks like a seamless ear, just like the original onigiri. Finally, what we did to place the seaweed strips on the face is use 2 chopsticks. You can dip one chopstick in a teeny bit of water and then secure the seaweed to it, and then using the other chopstick, place it onto the face. Now, if you're super professional, you might have food tweezers, which work just as well. Once all those seaweed strips are in place, then you're going to want to grab small rice grains and put them on both cheeks for the whiskers, and then 2 more on each of the eyes to make the full face. Ta-da! That's 1 onigiri down. Let's go to technique number 2. For this onigiri, we're going to be putting the salmon mixture inside, but overall the technique is pretty similar. Start again by molding your triangle face, and this time only cut or spoon on the small section in the middle for the salmon filling. After that's been placed inside, you're going to want to put the dashi rice back on top, and then start using your black rice to form the face over the triangle. Again, plastic wrap is your best friend here to really solidify the structure and make sure that you don't destroy it while you're trying to make it. We're going for a frame-perfect recreation of what we see in the game, so in this case, we're going to add some more extra rice on the outside to really make that face look just like it does in Genshin Impact, and we're going to continue to mold it with the spatula and the plastic wrap. Add the ears, just like last time, and then black rice on the outside, and then once more, put a little bit of mayo to glue the bamboo strips on, and then fill in the rest with black rice, and finally, one by one, place those little seaweed features on top to complete the eyes, nose, and mouth. Now this is looking pretty darn cute. Last step, put the white grains of rice to complete the features, and voila! You've made the Dizziness-Be-Gone no Jutsu 2.0 from Genshin Impact. Because these are just little works of art, they tend to be a little bit more fragile than your regular onigiri, but they are just as tasty. Now, the recipe for this was super simple, but assembling it actually ended up being a bit more intense than I originally anticipated. But look, if you're recreating this at home, you don't need to be absolutely perfect with all of the small details, especially if you're just making this with friends or family. The joy of making something like this is the act of doing it. So, now that we've finished these beautiful onigiri, it's time to make a very special delivery to someone that we think would genuinely appreciate it the most. Okay, now that I've got the goods, I've put it inside a plastic bag, and I did the thing where you suck out air with a straw so it's like vacuum sealed, and we put the little Perillo leaves on top because it's time to deliver these beautiful little packages to a very special friend. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. You can take off the leaves and see the beautiful little faces.
Oh, it's so cute! Can I eat these?
This one has salmon flakes on the
This is
inside.
so cute.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I speak for the whole internet. We're so proud of you. You're killing
This
it.
is amazing.
Yay.
I'm actually gonna eat it.
Okay,
I haven't
cool.
eaten dinner.
Oh, do it.
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, bye guys. Wow, what a fun recipe. And you might notice, but I don't actually have it in front of me. Typically, I'm eating these at the end of these episodes, but this time around, I made a small mistake because I gave every single one of these that we made to Lily. But she told me it tasted awesome, and I have to agree because we did test the recipe a bunch beforehand, and it was very delicious. And I have such fond memories of getting onigiri from Japanese convenience stores when I was there like 10 years ago. So it really was an absolute blast and honor being able to make a recipe like this for a game as big and as popular as Genshin Impact. Speaking of which, you can download the game right now and play for free. It's a ton of fun. Just look up Genshin Impact on Google Play, and later this month it is their first anniversary event, and they're giving away 10 intertwined fate, so many other things happening. It's a great time to jump in. I highly recommend it. And check this out, if you buy a Google Play gift card through September 30th, 2021, you'll get up to a $40 bonus in Genshin Impact. You can learn more at g.co/play/Genshin Impact, or click the link on the top right or in the show more box below. Playing games, it's one of those great joys in my life, and it's helped me through so many difficult times in the past. So I hope everyone out there watching, I hope you get to play some more games as well. And thanks to Google Play, you can do it right now for free with Genshin Impact. Big thanks as well to Lily for making a small little cameo in the video. She is so awesome and nice and an amazing voice actor and streamer, so make sure that you check her out online, follow her if you get the chance. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Make sure you subscribe to Feast of Fiction if you haven't. Check out our Patreon if you want to support more. In fact, a big shout out to Lady B, who's been on our Discord and an amazing fan for so many years. We give shout outs to our favorite patrons that redeem it. And as always, leave a message in a comment below. Tell us what you want to see us make next on the show. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.